Good morning and happy Friday to you folks. I hope and pray that you're well today. Hope and pray that the Lord blesses you abundantly as we go through this day. I want to read to you this morning in my Bible app. Proverbs chapter 1 and verse number 7 is highlighted today. But as I was reading that, I decided that it's probably prudent to give you the context of what we're talking about and then get right into verse number 7. So the book of Proverbs, chapter number 1, and starting in verse 1. The Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel. So basically it gives you an introduction of the book and who's writing it. And then verse number 2 and following gives us the reason for writing the book of Proverbs. Verse 2, to know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding. Verse 3, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice, judgment, and equity. Verse number 4, to give prudence to the simple, to the young man knowledge and direction. Verse 5, and then gives us, starting in verse 5, it gives us the why to it. Or excuse me, not the why, but the reason for all of that. Verse number 5, a wise man will hear and increase learning, and a man of understanding will attain wise counsel. Verse 6, to understand a proverb and an enigma, the words of the wise and their riddles. And then we get to verse number 7. Verse number 7 gives us what I like to call the bottom line up front. In the Army, we use a lot of acronyms. That's the acronym BLUF, bottom line up front. Verse number 7, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. Here's the application, the admonition for today's devotion, folks. Be willing to seek that wisdom. And you know, it doesn't matter your age. It doesn't matter your status. Our desire needs to be to have the wisdom of God. And I'm talking about the wisdom that God grants us, by the way, not God's wisdom himself, because we're not supposed to know everything that God knows. But our desire needs to be to get the wisdom that God desires of us. And verse number 7 wraps it up all too well. The fear of the Lord, and by the way, that's not terror, that's not being scared, that is that reverence for God, that awesome reverence of a holy and a mighty God. When we have that, then we have the beginning of wisdom. And then that wisdom is added to through our daily devotion in God's Word, through our daily prayer to God, through all of the acts of worship that we give God. That's where our wisdom is built. So here's the foundation, the fear of the Lord. And then the remainder of the house, as it were, as you build upon that foundation, is your continued devotion, continued prayer, continued worship to attain the wisdom that God has for each and every one of us. And I hope and pray this gives you some encouragement and some challenge today. And remember, folks, as the writer of Proverbs says, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge and the beginning of wisdom. So I hope and pray you have a wonderful, wonderful day in the Lord. Hope and pray that we see you on Sunday as we gather to worship the living God. And this Sunday is designated the first Sunday of Christmas. And we've had the Advent celebration. We've been in that season of preparation. And now Jesus has been born. And we're going to celebrate the Christ child on this coming Sunday. So come and be a part of that worship on Sunday. I didn't do a video invitation yesterday like I normally do. To be honest with you, the week of Christmas, I've been kind of taking a little bit of a break from some normal activities, but certainly never a break from the study of God's Word, and never a break from the application of encouragement day after day after day. So come and be a part of our worship on Sunday. What better time to come than this coming Sunday as we celebrate the Christ child? So come and be with us at Oak Level. We look forward to seeing you. We look forward to welcoming you as we gather to worship together on Sunday. Love you folks, and I'll talk to you a little bit later. God bless you.